Welcome to Wales!
We have just arrived at our first stop in Wales at the Dean Farm Animal Sanctuary, and we're going to get to look around, meet some of the animals here. It's a fully vegan animal sanctuary where they've rescued like farm animals, and we're going to be here for a couple of hours, and I'm so excited. This is Mary. Are you the founder?
I'm the founder and one of the trustees, yeah.
She's going to show us around.
We call this the garden, and on the garden we tend to have our vulnerable residents, and they're residents that maybe need some special care, special attention, are too vulnerable maybe to be with the rest of the group, or they're on medication. As you can see here, we've got Panda Ram, and
Hello.
Panda Ram has got, as you can see, he's got silver on his back, so he's just had a growth removed.
Hello.
And again, he struggles with his feet, so he's just down here at the moment.
Because a lot of animals are bred to get fat quickly so they can be killed quickly, but if they get to live their full life, then they weigh too much for their legs.
They can potentially have a lot of issues.
Harriet the turkey.
Yeah.
What an amazing noise. This is really special. Harriet. Oh, she's so gentle and just peaceful.
I've never gotten to like pet or hang out with a turkey like this before. They're so incredible. I feel like those look just like my eyes. Look.
They are.
Exactly the same.
Wow.
As I say, we don't just rescue pig and they all just get chucked in together, because some of them are a lot more sensitive and vulnerable than others. Some are a lot bigger or smaller, and yes, there's always going to be a pecking order with animals, but you don't want any bullied or feeling intimidated.
So with a lot of the farm animals, how do they end up in your care? Do you convince farmers to give them over, or do they come to you and say, we don't want to kill the pigs?
Farmers will never really come to us. Sometimes we get smallholders who are deciding to shut down and saying, in actual fact, we don't want these animals to go to slaughter. And we've got actually some lambs coming soon who were on a farm, and people who live near the farm hand reared some of these lambs, thinking they don't want them to go to slaughter, convince the farmer to give them up, but of course they can't look after them, so they ask sanctuaries to take them. We get other charities that maybe are struggling and ask if we can maybe take a couple of their animals. We've got a pig that was dumped on the side of the road that someone picked up. We rescued a couple of years ago 75 hens from a great big factory farm up in Staffordshire. We had a whole team of volunteers that went up there. So it's a whole host of different stories. If we brought 2 more goats in, or another goat in, and they started bullying Pops, what do? We then take Pops out, he lives on his own. It's a really, really difficult one.
It's a delicate social
It's so important that we don't upset residents that are here.
So they've got 55 sheep here at the sanctuary. Oh, I think we startled a couple of these ones.
You've forgotten who your mother is? Hey, mister?
Hello, Lenny.
His tail wags. Have you forgotten who your mother is?
Hello.
Hi. Oh, so soft. Wow.
Lenny. Lenny was found abandoned in North Wales in a remote area. Maybe its mother had abandoned it because it was ill. A lady nursed it back to health, and then they took him in here at the sanctuary, and he's one of the tamest sheep, and he's super cool.
So this forested area, they were originally hoping to keep the pigs and the hens here because naturally they're like forested animals, which I didn't even know. They live in the forest, but they can't because they have a lot of yew trees, which are apparently poisonous to all animals. So now they're thinking they might make this like a mindfulness area and create some like pathways for little walks and hikes, and they were saying maybe there could be like a mental health space for people to come and relax in the forest and like cuddle with the animals and just have it like a really relaxing space.
The kindness that they have towards each other. This herd is so bonded.
Yeah.
And the way that, like, if we're moving paddocks, if you saw us moving paddocks, Buttercup always waits at the back. The Phoenix Pipkin waits till everyone's through. They all wait for each other. They all call for each other.
So they have a lot of empathy and
compassion. They have a massive amount of hello, darling, and compassion. And I get very emotional, don't I, Dan? Hello. This is Malcolm Mischief.
Hello. Oh my gosh. Hey.
We have to be careful because they get really excited, and what we don't want them to do is to try and jump over the fence.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Okay.
Wow, they are
Shame they're not
huge.
sitting down because I'm going to take you in and walk around them.
Oh.
How old are they?
They are 3.
Wow, only 3.
And they've only sort of just stopped growing.
So this is full size now.
You might have a little
They
bit
are enormous.
Oh my gosh, look at him licking your arm.
Well, they have rough tongues, like a cat's tongue. Like it's almost got little.
They
It's almost
twist it around the grass and pull the grass with their tongues.
You feel emotionally connected to the cows.
Massive, all of them.
Yeah.
But the cows, I think, the first 2 weeks they were down here, I was so worried. I've actually lived down here with them. They're the most beautiful, beautiful animals. They eat an absolutely colossal amount of food.
Yeah.
More than you could ever imagine. More than we ever thought.
Yeah. Hello. Bye guys. Nice to meet you.
See you later, guys.
They're the best.
I can't believe how friendly they are. They all just wanted to like cuddle and say hi and give you little licks like dogs. It's amazing.
Oh, so good. We're gonna go and visit the goats now. I like goats, they're cheeky. Hello, Pops.
Darling, are you going to come for a cuddle?
Hello.
So this is Pops. This is Audrey and Deirdre.
Like that, Audrey?
Oh yeah.
Podrick. Hello.
Oh.
Oh.
So Sooty's usually up here with these guys.
You kind of feel like elephants
Yeah,
with the wiry hair.
they do.
Do you want belly rubs? Yeah. Do you want belly rubs? We're just leaving the animal sanctuary now, and that was such a beautiful few hours. I've never had such like close interactions with a few of those animals. Cows, first of all, those cows were so big, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. In fact, they're only 3 years old, I can't believe. And the pigs, they literally run up to you and roll over on their like backs so that you can rub their stomachs, exactly like our dogs. It's
They
just,
even had that spot where you itch.
yeah, behind their
pig-
back leg,
yeah.
and their back legs are like twitching. It's so cute. It was just amazing. And talking to Mary, I mean, I can't even imagine, like one of the pigs, for the last 10 months, they've been moving him around to different places because there's just so much that goes into like the social side. You can't just, she just kept saying, you can't just rescue an animal and just throw it together with a bunch of other animals and just forget about it. Like, they really are social and they have relationships with each other, and some of them are like more alpha than others, and some of them can bully each other, and there's just so much like relational stuff that they have to think about. And
It reminded us of when we were in Kenya at the David Sheldrick
Yes.
Trust, and how like it takes years for elephants to integrate into the wild herds.
Yeah, to be accepted in.
And it's the same with any animal species. You're like, it's going to take a while for them to make friends and connect with other animals, and it's just so beautiful that they take all that into account.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they really, like, whenever they rescue any new animal, they have so much time that they spend trying to figure out, okay, it seems like this is kind of their personality. We know that this one over there is a bit younger. I mean, there's just so much goes into it. So it was amazing to hear about all the work they do and just all the care they put into everything. And obviously we'll include all the links down below. If you can, one, go volunteer. I think if I lived in the area, that would be so much fun and amazing. But if you don't live in the area, then donating, they said even just donating like £5 a month, just being on a subscription, makes such a huge difference. And
they're fully funded by private donors. They don't have government funding or anything, so the more
so everyone that helps, everyone that helps just makes such a big difference. So yeah, my heart just feels very, very full right now, and we are on our way to try to find, apparently there's a vegan pub 30 minutes away from here.
We have arrived at the Queen's Inn in Cwmran in Wales, and this is in this random little village, and we got here and the menu is 100% vegan, and it's blown my mind. And I asked them about it. I was like, because basically we got told about this place and I was like, there's no way. And they said they're vegan, the owners, the people that run it, and they said in January they did Veganuary, and they did a full vegan menu, and they said it was sold out, booked out, people just wanted to come here and eat, and it was like a massive success. So they just continued, and they have the most insane varied vegan menu with loads of amazing meals. So we are making a separate video of eating vegan food around the UK, which we're going to upload at the end of the road trip, so stay tuned for that. So we're not going to show you the food inside, but it is pretty incredible. And it's, although we've been eating and cooking meals out of the van, it's nice to treat ourselves on occasion on this road trip. So I'm very excited tonight. We've actually ordered 3 meals to share between us. Oh, I can't wait. Also, check this out. There's like these ducks just chilling by this little stream. So cute.
Huge thank you to Waterdrop for sponsoring this video. When I'm at home, I'm usually really good at staying on top of my water intake and staying hydrated, but as soon as I'm traveling and back on the road, I find it really easy to just completely forget to drink water. But thanks to Waterdrop, we've actually stayed really hydrated on this whole road trip. If you like the taste of flavored water or fruity drinks, this is a really healthy and sustainable option. Waterdrop is a micro drink where the best plant and fruit extracts are compressed into a small cube. They are 100% sugar-free, vegan and gluten-free, and they taste really good. My favorite flavor is Boost and Louis is Zen, and we always drink ours out of the steel bottles, which are great. They keep drinks cold for 24 hours, which has been really helpful in this summer heat. By choosing Waterdrop, you save up to 98% of plastic and CO2 compared to using a single-use bottle. Also, they collect and recycle 1 ocean-bound plastic bottle for every pack sold, which means that Waterdrop extracts 4 times more plastic from nature than they use. If you want some help drinking more water in a healthy and sustainable way, click the link in the description down below and use the code Raya for 15% off, valid for the next 3 weeks. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Something went wrong with the van. Basically, as I was driving along, suddenly some warning lights came on, and it had a battery warning light, and then it said stop or engine stop or something. And I also noticed the power steering had gone, so it was like really tough steering. Pulled over, checked all the connections, couldn't figure it out, carried on driving. Noticed that my battery voltage was dropping. Pulled over again because I was thinking, like, what could it be? And I noticed one of the belts has snapped off the van. So if we carry on driving now, the alternator is not going to be charging the battery will die. There's probably going to be other complications that happen as well. So we stopped over last night at a hotel whilst I found some mechanics, and I'm about to drive over to a mechanic today to see if we can get this fixed to carry on with our trip. But it is a little bit worrying if we can't get a belt. I don't know how hard they are to track down, but this is the first kind of issue we've had with the van. I'm hoping this doesn't disrupt the rest of the road trip too much. It's good that this is the first problem we've had though. Let's head to the mechanics. hopefully we can get this sorted within a few hours and then be back on the road. These are the warning lights I'm getting on right now, and it's impossibly stiff to steer. I definitely can't do it one-handed. Oh. So what's broken?
Wow, it's gone. Tensioner. It's supposed to be one of them, isn't it?
Oh shit. Little update. The initial diagnosis I gave it of just missing a belt, it's a little bit more complicated than that. The guy's had a look and he said there's a belt tensioner that has exploded, so we need to order one of those, and then there's a bunch of different belts missing and it needs to be kind of reconstructed, so it's going to take a few hours. He's just ordered a part he needs. We'll see how long it takes to get here, but the van is hoisted in the air and he's working away at it. I'm really hoping it doesn't fall off because it looks precariously balanced. Look, there's no support under here. It's wild. Right, this is the part that broke. There's supposed to be a plastic wheel on here that basically disintegrated and fell off. Crazy, hey? 2.5 hours later, the van is fixed. Ooh, and the power steering's back. That's lovely. The battery's charging. Actually, something I've done to check the battery voltage from within the van, because there's no battery voltage indicator, is you can get these little cigarette lighter adapters with the USB ports with a battery voltage meter. Check it out. That means I can just glance down and check the battery voltage and see if the alternator's charging stuff very easily. So, it's all sorted. Right, get back on the road now. I'm gonna go pick up Raya and we're gonna head off. So we have arrived on the southwestern point of Wales, and this campsite is unbelievable. We're right on the top of some cliffs which overlook this beautiful sand beach. And it's another glorious day.
And you have to turn this around to show them the view.
Yeah,
It's
check
insane.
out this view.
One of the benefits of van life is obviously you can bring a lot of stuff with you. Usually when we're traveling, we literally have like a carry-on suitcase each, but now we have a whole van worth of stuff, including a blow-up kayak, folding chairs, a bunch of like beach games, so we're bringing them all down. I've got a little, like, what is this called? A pump to inflate the kayak. Also, this I think is the best spot in the whole campsite. Look at that view. And the van that was here seems to have left. So hopefully when we get back, maybe we can move here. Can we try to move here later? Okay, good. You ready for the beach?
I am so ready for the beach.
I was just saying, one of the best things about van life is you can actually bring this stuff. I know,
it's so good.
Usually when we travel, we can't have any of this fun stuff.
I know.
There it is. Just about 200 steps down.
We've just dropped our bags and towels and stuff in a little spot with our family. We're going to show you this very, very cool little secret tunnel to another beach. So this is the main kind of beach area you have access to from the top down the stairs. So there's this area, and then check this out. This is a secret passageway to a whole another beach. You have to be careful here because it's kind of slippery, and then there's very scratchy barnacles on the wall. Also, it's low tide at the moment, but at high tide, I think this is all underwater. So again, you have to be very careful to time it and not get stranded. And then check out this incredible beach.
We were saying yesterday, this feels like we're in Hawaii or something. It's like such a dramatic landscape. Maybe this is what Wales is known for. We kind of don't really have time to go anywhere else but here, but already if this is a taste of Wales, we have to come back. I mean, are you kidding me?
Look how calm the sea is. It's just almost like a lake. It's just, there's barely any waves at all. We just found literally a sand fortress. Wow. I mean, that's a pretty epic. That must have taken hours to build.
Yeah. I feel like when we have kids one day, this is what we'll be spending hours doing, because we both love this kind of stuff.
Since the tide is all the way out, we're going to walk back round to the other beach just through the sea because it's super shallow right now.
Don't you feel like we're in France or something right now? This is insane. So beautiful. This is another little cool rock feature called the church doors, and it's the entryway to the other beach. This was actually too high tide yesterday for us to come, but check this out.
In high tide, this is also underwater, so only certain times of the day can you walk through here. And then check, it's a whole nother area. We got this last summer in, I think, Croatia, and then we used it only once in Bulgaria. So I'm going to inflate this and then we'll take it out. I started like paddling, it was like spinning around in circles. I was like, what is going wrong? And then I was trying to feel underneath to check whether it's not the rudder, but it's the little fin that stabilizes the kayak just to check it was still there. And I realized we got in it backwards. I'm going to take the mask and snorkel and the fins in. These are your ones, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I can squeeze my feet into them.
While Louie's going snorkeling, I'm gonna chill on the beach and read my book. This feels so good. I feel like these are the things we don't really usually give ourselves time for to just chill. Like, I find it so hard to find time to read books, and we've actually made time on this trip, and it just feels so good. I feel like having the balance of like the fun, adventure, activities, and just the downtime, it's been really, really good on this trip. Also, this is the book I'm reading, and it's so good so far, and I'm looking for more book recommendations, so please leave them down below.
The tide has come really far in now, so we are heading back from the beach, back to the campsite, and we might go on a little golden hour walk along the top of the cliff. Oh, that was so good.
Louise just moved the van. Check out our new parking spot.
So we have parked the van up in the prime location, and we're now walking down this little path to the peninsula, to the little lookout spot. It's literally 2 minutes away, so we had to go check it out. We have reached this little lookout spot, and it is amazing. Weirdly, there's this like smoky haze that's just arrived, but also apparently it's going to start raining tomorrow all over the UK, which is fantastic news.
All the plants and animals and stuff, yeah.
And I'm also really glad that we got to experience some really sunny days in Wales, because as a kid I came here a few times and I've kind of visited Wales a handful of times, but every single time it was torrential, non-stop rain. I think Wales is pretty known for its rain, but it was so lovely to have a few sunny days here, and then back to rain tomorrow, I guess.
I can't stop looking at the screen on this camera because that just looks like a green screen behind us. It doesn't even look real.
It's so mental.
Oh my gosh. This might be the most epic place we've ever camped, do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but basically that is where we're parked, like just there, overlooking this view. Oh, unreal.
I've just started cooking up dinner, and I'm trying to use up some veggies that we had in the fridge. Plus, we picked up a few things at the front of the campsite. They have one of those like honesty boxes full of veggies, and just a little money box that you could put money into. So we got some potatoes and zucchinis, locally grown, which I love. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I kind of just want to like saute all the veggies. I'm boiling up the potatoes. I might throw in a few vegan meatballs and just have like a veggie and potato plate with maybe with some garlic mayo. That sounds good.
Cheers. Thanks for cooking dinner. So the potatoes and the broccoli we got from the farm here,
And
right?
the zucchini.
And the zucchini. So most of this was... Oh, and the kale was from the market in Stroud.
Yeah.
So tasty. morning from the best campsite in Wales. Unbelievable. Sadly, we're heading off this morning though, so we're just soaking it all in before we need to leave. That is the end of our beautiful few days in Wales. We are now doing a long drive north. This is going to be our longest drive, and we're excited to explore different parts of the country.
I wish we had more time in Wales and we could explore more places, but I'm glad we took 2 days in one place to like really relax and take it in. It was so amazing. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.